cloud. Okay. All right. All right. We are recording. I think we are. Okay. So what now? Somebody say something? Okay. So I'm Sylvia Dana, and what I'm going to do is right now I'm actually going to mute you guys because, you know, people are doing stuff, which is great, but I don't want it to interrupt the sound. So I'm going to mute. So if I come to a place where you want to ask a question, or, you know, I ask you questions, you're just going to have to unmute yourself. Okay. And so let me, I'm muting, see if there's anybody else I need to mute. Wow. I can't believe how many people are on here actually. Okay, so a couple things, as I was saying earlier, there's really high winds. So where I am, so if for some reason we lose power, what I will be doing is I will be going to my phone data and I will get back on. So I just wanted people to, I'll come back to the same link. So I just wanted everybody to know that. You can use your chat if you have a question. Okay, good. Ahmed said that fixed it. Fantastic. I'm very glad to hear that. Hi, Carol. I see you. Okay. So I want to make sure that everybody can see my kVcore platform dashboard. So this is going to be, oh, somebody's talking. I don't know how to mute them. Mute. Okay, hopefully that did it. So again, if you could check your little screen and make sure you're muted if you're going to be busy doing things, that would be wonderful. So my name's Sylvia Dana. I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I'm the one who started the EXP for Dum Dums group. I can't believe we have like 600 people in there. But the reason I started it is because I did see so many people struggling with just some things that were just holding them back, I felt, in their businesses. So that's why I started this group, and I want you not to be held back anymore. So I'm going to try my best to help. Now this, when I do these sessions, they are going to be very dumbed down. So for those of you who you might know something already, you know, but there's other things you don't know, and that's why you're with us. Bear with us, but because I am going to go slow. And I hope you all feel free to ask, you know, questions, even if you think they're dumb questions. Okay, fair enough. All right. So before we go right into the kVcore dashboard here, what I'd like to do is I want to point out in our workplace group a couple resources first. Okay. And so, crossing my fingers that power remains. Okay, I'm going in there. Wow, those winds. It's like, woo! John, you're in Michigan too, aren't you? Where? You can type it or say it.
Oh, hey. Yeah, hey. I'm based outside Troy.
Are you outside Troy? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So in our workplace group, you will be able to see, you know, a files section, an events section. I'm going to just click on files here. In files, there are a lot of documents that mostly I've uploaded, but a couple other people have uploaded files as well. And there's one document called Start Here, Links for Everything EXP. So I think many of you have seen this. Oh, hey, I gotta say the same thing to Diana. She said she can't hear anything. So I am gonna copy what I said to Ahmed, and I'm going to paste there. So that was hopefully to Diana. Okay. So again, if anybody sees somebody in the chat and you can help them, please do. Okay, so anyway, in our Start Here links for everything EXP, it's sort of an onboarding guide and links to everything. I did notice the other day towards the bottom, some of these links are broken, and I'm working on fixing those, so bear with me. But what you're going to do is I want you all to know about this. So write this down. I don't want you to go into your computer and try to figure it out right now. I just want you to watch. Okay, so there's this EXP onboarding guide for agents. Now, this particular guide I created last June of 2018. It is geared towards Michigan agents, but any agent is going to be able to benefit from it. Obviously, because you know who your broker is and you know that you're not in Michigan, okay, hopefully. So I'm going to just scroll down and show you a couple things. Sorry, it's going a little slow. Okay, so I even have it from triggering the onboarding process. So you could feel free to give this to a new agent if you sponsored somebody new, transferring your license if you're Michigan. So obviously it's different in different states. Even talk about what the fees are, setting up your EXP email. But what I want to go to specifically is our kVcore. So some of you might not have even opted in for kVcore. Some people are like, I don't even know what that is, or what does it do? Why do I need it? So that's what we're going to talk about. So scrolling down an EXP onboarding guide for EXP agents is this section here, opting in for your website. So this is step one. You need to have opted in for your website, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So once you opt in for your website, then you get it, and it takes about 7 to 10 days. And then when you get it, you will want to set it up with your profile picture and kind of tailor it to there's just a few minor things to do with it. And then ta-da, you have a website. So I just wanted to point that out. This is a great resource. Make sure you know about this guide, and I do update it. It's a shareable link. And every time you click here, it's going to go to the live link, and you'll see any new updates using this guy, going to this link, okay? And you can feel free to share it with anybody. So that's that. All right, so I told you that part. The next thing that I want to show you is the way that you opt in for your website. So the way that you opt in is you go to, and I told you I'm all going slow here, you guys. So if you already know this, I'm sorry, but some people don't. So that's why I'm doing this. Because there's plenty of other classes out there right now where you guys don't know, even what's going on. So that's why I'm doing this. Okay. Delilah said, do you need a domain from GoDaddy for your website? No, you do not. Okay. All right. And I'm going to go over that. That's a great question. I'm going to write that down. Domain name. Okay. All right, and Delilah, in that onboarding guide, I go over, if you want to have a domain name and what you can do with it. In that onboarding guide I was just explaining, but I will talk about that. So when you first join EXP, one of the first things that happens is you create a passport login. This is your passport login right here. And your passport login is one username and password that gets you into several different sites. One of them being your enterprise. And enterprise is sort of your dashboard for everything. If you haven't gone to it yet, please schedule it for yourself in the next couple weeks. There is at least once or twice a week an enterprise training in EXP World. So you can go to a training that explains all this, okay? So what you do to opt in for your kVcore website is you click optional services in your kVcore, in your enterprise dashboard. And here's what it says. And this is what kVcore is. And I'm going to answer the question because some people don't know. kVcore is an all-in-one solution. It is a lead generation website. It's your database website. It's IDX. What IDX is basically the feed from your MLS of all your listings. That's what an IDX is, okay? And it's your front end website that consumers can go to. The back end is where you create tools to generate leads, and I'm going to show you some of that today. All right. So, and you can also keep track of your whole sphere of influence and database there too, if you choose. Okay. So what you do here, you click sign up. you guys. That's what you have to do. And why doesn't EXP just automatically give you this when you come into EXP? I don't know. I think part of it was in the beginning, you were offered either sync or conversion. So you had to choose which one you wanted. And then they switched everybody to kVcore. So it's still this opt-in process. So that's why we have to do that. Somebody asked a question. Yes, Kim. Yes, I will get to that, I promise. Okay, I'm just kind of doing the overview right now. Okay, so make sure you sign up. If you haven't opted in yet, do that. That's put it on your to-do list, write it down to go into your enterprise and do that. Now, if you're confused and you don't know what to do, the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go into EXP World tomorrow. They are open from 9 a.m. Eastern time to 8 p.m. Eastern time. You're gonna go to the Tech Outpost and you're gonna talk to somebody there, okay? Now, if you don't have access to EXP World, I wanna show you the next thing to do, okay? So what you're gonna do is expcloud.com. I go to this every day. Every single day I'm at expcloud.com, okay? It has everything that you need. You don't even, there's no login for it. It's just here for everybody, okay? Here under support, you can go to submit a support ticket. I'm just gonna click on knowledge base though. Okay, you'll notice at the bottom of the screen, you'll notice the support chat. Do you see that? So during business hours, which again for EXP is 9 a.m. Eastern time to 8 p.m. Eastern time, you can talk to tech support via this chat if you cannot get into the world. And sometimes you'll go into the world and tell them what your problem is, and they will actually direct you to use the support chat here. So, okay, somebody else is saying something. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Patricia posted a link, and she is posted a link from Playster explaining what an IDX website is. Fantastic. So thank you for that, Patricia. So EXP provides us our own IDX website, and that is our kVcore consumer-facing website, okay? But kVcore does a lot of things, and that's just one thing it does. All right, so I've gotten through that. So to get your kVcore website up and running, I gave you those tools. Now, the next thing that I want to show you is once you're in, you have your kVcore login. So here I am. I'm going to log in. I'm going to show you where you're going to go to learn how to get set up. We don't have time for me to go through each of the tutorials that kVcore already offers, but I'm going to show you where they are, okay? All right. So this takes me to my Smart CRM because of the way that I have this listed. I'm going to go over that in a minute, but I want to start here at the very top. This is my dashboard. I'm just going to give you an overview of what kVcore has, and that's what I'm going to do now. And then I'm going to show you where to go to learn more. And then when we're done with that, I'm going to show you how to build a couple of squeeze pages and what to do with them. Okay? All right. So again, I told you I was going to go slow, and I hope that that's good for you guys. Okay. So this is your kVcore dashboard. Okay? I'm going to try to move. I've got a lot of stuff up here. Try to move it around. Okay. I hope you can see it. So this is my dashboard, and here's got a summary of the calls and tasks I have to do. It's got all my activity of what's going on. These are some new leads that have come in from a kVcore post I did yesterday, and I've got a lot of clicks on it, which is super exciting because I need to sell this house. And I got some leads, some buyer leads, so that's fun. Okay. So this is kind of where show me all my new leads come in. If I click here on Smart CRM, this is where I have my database. This is where all those new leads are stored. This is where I can add my own leads, my own sphere of influence or new people. I'm just going to click this off here. And there's some things called hashtags you might have heard. I want to show you one. Do you see here where it says Sarah Grandstaff, it says potential buyer? What that means is I assigned a hashtag to a squeeze page. So every lead that came into my website from that squeeze page, I assigned the hashtag potential buyer. Okay, so now I can find all my potential buyers with that particular hashtag, and I can know also where they came in. If you look here under summary, it said the website they were on before registering was FB Biz. What that means is it's my own code that I created for the source. So what I did, and I'm going to go into this in more detail in a minute, but what I did is I created a single property squeeze page for a listing, and I'm going to show you how I did that. And I gave it the source name of Facebook Biz, meaning my Facebook business page. And then I gave it the hashtag of potential buyer. So I know that everybody that clicked on that link on my Facebook business page, or from as a result of that post, that's how they came in, and I can find them. Okay, so that's that. All right. The other thing that I can do here is I can click on listings. Again, I'm just doing an overview right now of everything. We'll get to some of the meat of what we can do with this in a second. I don't want to go too fast because some people haven't even gotten this far yet. Somebody wrote something. What is a kVcore post? Okay, Kim, I am going to explain that. And I'm also going to explain what a squeeze page is. That's going to happen today, I promise you. And somebody wants me to do a landing page. Ahmed, I can do a landing page too, but we probably won't have time to do that today too, within this 1 hour time. But we can do it again next time, or I can create a video if I have time to do it separately on landing pages. Okay. All right, so I've clicked on listings. Now these are all my listings. I just have 3 right now. But they're mine, and there they are. So what I can do is I can click on my listing, and it's going to show me my information about that listing. I don't have to do anything to get this here. How this shows up for me is that in my MLS, when I add a listing to my MLS, then it feeds into my kVcore website, and it also feeds into Zillow and Realtor.com and Trulia. And it doesn't happen because EXP made it happen. It happens because my MLS made it happen, because most MLSs use something called List Hub. And List Hub is the one that populates all these other websites with your listing information. Okay. All right. So anyway, this is my listing, one of my listings here, and you know, I can add more to the description here. I can do a lot. I'm not going to go into all that right now. I'm going to show you where you can get the information of how to do this. Here I can click on these little 3, what do you call this, ellipses, and I can send this listing via a text message. I can text this listing to a hashtag. I can search Twitter. I can print a flyer. I can boost the property and pay for something. I never pay for anything, just so you know. I can post to Craigslist, and I actually made a video about posting to Craigslist, and I'll make sure. Somebody asked me when we were getting ready to do this, they said, hey, are we going to be able to see a library of videos? And I will include those couple videos I made in this section. I will create that so you can see that video of how you post to Craigslist, what you do there. Okay. Other thing I want to show you is your marketing autopilot. This is where the magic happens, and we'll go back to this today. This is where you can create smart campaigns. You can schedule mass emails. That's mostly what I do back here. Lead engine, this is where we're going to actually build squeeze pages and landing pages. So as a definition, what a squeeze page or a landing page is it something specific with a separate link from my website that I can use to generate leads. So when I show you how to build a squeeze page, that will make more sense in a minute. But these are the two, actually these three right here, call capture, landing page, IDX squeeze page. This is what I use the most. And I am going to show you this today. Okay. Transactions. Now, for our transactions, we upload our transactions to SkySlope. I personally don't use this. I do have these transactions linked to my .loop account. Some of you might use DigiSign within SkySlope. Some of you might use any kind of e-signature program. I don't know what you like to use, but I personally like .loop. EXP gives us DigiSign. But so I use .loop. This is linked with my .loop account, but I never use this. I don't use this. This is not what I use this for, but you can. Okay. Here's your web and IDX settings page. So this is where you can write blog posts. You can edit your settings so that your phone number and your profile picture is the way that you want it. Your site content, any other additional widgets you want. As we go, and I will do these sessions weekly, we can delve more into this stuff in an EXP for dum-dums way. But I'd like to be able to point you to where you get this information as much as I can, because you can get to this information just as easily as I did. And I think you just need to be pointed in the right direction. Yes, Patricia, I agree that, posting to Craigslist is something that you should do like every day. Kim, yes, I will put the video under files. What I'll be doing is I'll be creating a document that says, I'll either probably just make it kVcore videos as one document, and I'll put them there. Don asked, who would set up my IDX if my MLS won't? Okay, this is a broker question, Don. That's a question for your broker. Ask me in a private message in Workplace, and if that's an issue for you, let me see what I can do to help. Christine, if you text to a hashtag, what does that do? That's a great question. What it does is it posts that text to a hashtag. So if I need to find that text, it doesn't matter. We'll get to that. That's a great question though. Okay. All right, so what else do I want to show you? Marketplace is where you want to pay for stuff. So let's say you want to participate in the Making It Rain program and you want to start buying leads so that you don't have to do anything. You could do that here. You could boost your property so that you pay for more exposure on Google, for example, and you can get your own personal kVcore smart number, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So there's a lot of different things here. Here's what I want to show you though. I'm going to go back to dashboard. This is super important because so many people ask questions. I'm like, it's right here. It's right here. So I'm going to show you what is right here. Okay. In two places. So I'm back at my kVcore dashboard. There's this, see this kVcore training core quick start view learning portal, and also here view learning portal. I'm going to click here on core quick start. That's going to take us to a beautiful, wonderful page. And I want to make sure you know where it is, because this is where you're going to be able to see a lot of the setup. How do I set up my kVcore page and what can I do with it? It's all here for you. We've got chapter 1, getting started. There's a welcome, an orientation, dashboard overview, setting up your agent profile. A lot of people say, how do I set up? A lot of people are like, who can I pay to do this for me? The thing is, unless you have tons of money and you just really don't need to be doing this, you have like your own marketing person for hire. There's just no reason you need to pay anybody. Yes, there's a learning curve, and yes, there's some time you're gonna have to put into it, but it's all here for you of how to do it. Chapter 2, importing your leads. So if you have a database already, a CSV file, an Excel spreadsheet or something of all your database already, this tells you how you can import those leads there. Setting up your website, chapter 3, all about how to set up your website, creating custom text codes, and squeeze pages for lead generation, getting your own domain name. It's all right there. Look at that. Okay. Chapter 4, managing your leads and using smart campaigns, hashtags, filters, all right here. Okay. And then it goes on. Leveraging your listings, using the kVcore mobile app. So let's just go in here and see what the chapter offers. There's an open house app for your mobile phone. Chapter 7 is all about lead generation, do-it-yourself lead generation resources, or done for you lead generation resources, and then next steps. So, I mean, if you guys went through just that, you would be like so far ahead of most people in EXP, quite honestly. Okay. All right. So that's that. So I just want to make sure, you can go through this maybe a little bit. If you did 15 minutes a day, or, maybe had in time blocked, like project time for 1 hour a day while you're setting some. So for 1 hour a day, I'm going to set up my kVcore until I have it down. That might be, if kVcore is something that's holding you back, and I think it's holding a lot of people back, and it just really doesn't have to be. All right. Okay, so now it is 6:30. I've given you an overview of what your kVcore is on the back end. I want to just show you what my kVcore looks like on the front end. It's nothing fancy. I didn't do a ton of customization to it. Some of you might want to, like maybe you have your own team logo or group logo or whatever. Fine. The only thing that I did is I didn't like the picture options, and so that they offered. I didn't like them. I thought they were dumb. And so I just used a picture from one of my own listings. And so I added that here. I also added this text, EXP Realty Grand Rapids. I added this text, West Michigan Homes, Grand Rapids and surrounding areas. I did those very minor things. Pardon me? Is somebody talking to me? No? Okay. Some other minor things that I did is I added some widgets, and I'm just going to show you a couple of them. I'm not going to have time to go over it all today, but at least it's going to be a start. So here under homeowner tips, as you know, hopefully, we have access to our HomeKeeper app. And what HomeKeeper does is, it does a lot. But one of the things it does is it gives you weekly blog posts that you can use that are branded to you. And I have a widget on my website that has all of my weekly blog posts. I don't do this. It just automatically does it. Okay, so let's look at one. This one's weather stripping windows and doors. Let's see what your branded blog post will look like. Okay. All right, so here's my branded blog post. So this comes to my email every week so that I'm aware, and then I can take the blog post and I can share it to my Facebook business page, my LinkedIn account. I could email this to my database, whatever I want, but it's branded to me, and it's got a great little blog post here of how to do weather stripping. And if I have any contractors that I would like to recommend, they're going to show up here. So this is one I recommended, Exterior Solutions. Look at that. I didn't do anything for this, you guys, but as time has gone on, little by little, I will find contractors that I can add to my HomeKeeper app, and they will accept my invitation and claim their own account, and then they can be a recommended person here. So I think there was another window, another window blog post a few months ago. And so what I did is I put it out there. I don't know if I did a LinkedIn or the Nextdoor app or something. I said, hey, who knows a good window guy? And so I got this guy as a recommendation. So I put him on here. Boom. So now I have a recommended contractor. So anyway, that's one thing you can do with your website. Let's see, what else can I do here? I do have my testimonials. I have videos. I don't remember what this is. Oh, I think it's just my own like introduction. Yeah, this is my introduction video. And then I have a link. They can go to my YouTube channel. So you don't have to have all this, you guys. It took me some time to even put this on here, okay? Some of you might not even use your website really at all. I personally have a few things set up, and then I use my kVcore to generate leads. That's how I use it. Because most of your buyers, they're going to go to Zillow, or they're going to go to realtor.com, or they're going to go to Trulia, you know, or once they get on your website, they might start using your website more and more. But that's not the goal. I don't care if they use my website or not. I just want to work with them. Okay. All right. So that's what your front-facing consumer website can look like. Let's go now, and I'm going to show you how to post a squeeze page. Somebody asked some questions here. Kim, you share these on your social media, but how do you get them on your website? So that's another session for another day about adding widgets to your website. But the quick answer is you can go to your HomeKeeper login on your computer, and it will show you widgets for marketing. And you can take that code and add that code to a page in your kVcore, but we're not there yet. We're still in the dumbed down spot, okay? I don't want to go to, yes, John, I did do this using HomeKeeper. Christopher, it's amazing. It's easy to change your cities you service at the bottom of your wedge. Yes. I don't know if it's easy, but yes. And you know, honestly, I have not done it. Do you know why? It's too much. There's too much to do there. But yes, you can do it. What I did is I just made sure in my headings and in my, what do you call it, metadata of my website, it says West Michigan Homes. Okay. Let's see, who else asked a question? We'll go back to that city's number. My smart number doesn't have my local area code yet. Okay, Ahmed, on your smart number, you can, I'm going to talk about smart numbers in a minute. I'm going to write that down. So domain name and smart numbers. Okay. Okay. So back to where we were. So before we end today, I definitely want to talk about a squeeze page. So the first thing I'm going to, the most important thing to know is that if you're not doing anything online yet, there's no reason to do any squeeze pages. So here's some things that you would want to do online and get set up. Number one, do you have a database with people's email addresses in it? If you do, great. You can create squeeze pages. So write that down. Number one, I need a database with people's email addresses and or cell phone numbers. If you have email addresses or cell phone numbers, those are places you can send squeeze page links to, okay? That's number one. Number two, you've got to have a Facebook business page. The way to get that is you have to create a Facebook profile page, personal profile page, and then you can create a business page. One of the EXP for Dum Dums classes I'm going to do soon, because besides kVcore, some people said, I don't have a Facebook business page, or I don't know what to do with my Facebook business page. So that's going to be a class. All right, so here I am on this is my personal profile. I want to show it to you. All right, you guys, keeping up with stuff online is hard. It's hard work, and it can distract you from stuff, but I make good connections here, and you kind of have to do it. If you want to post squeeze pages and you want to generate leads, you've got to have a Facebook business page. That's all there is to it. So anyway, this is my personal profile. Okay, and I have, you know, it shows that I'm a realtor here, but this is my personal profile. And I do want you to know, I do make friends with my clients and colleagues here. But I have another Facebook profile. I have two of them. I have one that's called my Good Witch profile, which is and then I have my Bad Witch profile, which I try not to make friends with clients or colleagues, just like my old high school friends and family. Okay, back to this. All right, so this is my personal profile. Now I do have a business page, and I'm going to click on it. If you guys have your own Facebook business page or do not, can you type it in the chat? Like, yes, I have it and I use it. Yes, I have it, or I don't know what to do with it, or no, I don't have one. I would like to see some responses there. So type it in the chat. So this is my business page, you guys. And again, when I do that Facebook class, I'll tell you all the different things I do with it. But I'm not seeing anybody post anything in this chat. Oh, 23 new. I'm lying. Okay. Yes, I use it but with a paid service. Debbie, so you pay somebody to post to it. Some people, they have it, they're not active. Okay, John, you created one. Great. Anna, you use it as well as your personal profile. Good. Diana doesn't have one. Some people do have it. Okay, somebody has it, but she doesn't know how to use it or to leverage it or build an audience. Don has a couple business pages. Great. All right. Delilah, I want to answer this right now. You asked, what's the difference between a smart number and Ring Central? Two different things. Your smart number is linked to your kVcore. And I'm going to answer this question right now about the smart number so I can check it off my list. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. Okay, I'm going to take a little hiatus from Facebook for a second, okay, so that I can answer this question. All right, going to lead engine in your kVcore dashboard, I am going to show you about your smart number. I think it's really important that I answer this question right now. I'm going to click on call capture. This is using your smart number for smart advertising to click on get started. Okay, so again, I am at my under lead engine, and I clicked on call capture. This takes me to my smart number and text codes page. Here, this copy explains that your smart number is actually a shared number with your colleagues. So I never use this phone number for people to call me. I don't say call me at this number, okay? Because it's shared with people in my area. I am not on a team, but people in my regional West Michigan area, I actually share this with them. I think it might be everybody in your same MLS or same board. I'm not exactly sure, but it's shared. I guess, and it might also depend on your agent population for EXP agents too. I'm not for sure. So basically how this works, whenever a contact calls or texts you at the smart number, it's immediately forwarded to you if you're already connected to them. Now, some people I've heard reports people using the smart number with somebody that's already in their database within kVcore, and it goes to another agent. So I don't know if that's user error. I don't know because I don't use it that way. Again, how I use it is text from my campaigns. So I'm going to show you right now, and I'm going to mention something. You have a personal text code. So you can say, and it's going to be your first name and last initial. You could say, hey, if you have a question about anything, text Sylvia D to this smart number. Okay. I don't use it like that. I never use it like that, but it's there. I'm going to tell you how I do use it. I use text codes. So do you see these codes right here? I made one that says home, one that says 123, one that says 789, one that says sell, and this Sylvia D was made for me. Another one's called land. What I do here, I don't know if I can edit it. So let's see. What I do, these codes that I made, nobody else that I share the smart number with, nobody else can also use the same number. So for example, somebody in my area, if I share this smart number with them, they could not also create the text code home. Only I have that now. They cannot create the text code 123 or 789 or sell or land. I have created those codes, and now they are specific to me in regards to this smart number. So now what happens is if somebody texts the word land to this smart number, what they're going to get back is a video that I made on YouTube about showing a video of a land that I'm trying to sell, a land listing that I'm trying to sell. On this one, if somebody texts home to the smart number, they're going to get back my single property webpage from this MLS listing from my website. That's what they're going to get, so they can see all the pictures and such. So that's how I use it. Now I put in, I made a video and I will put it in this library that I'm going to make, this kVcore video library. I made a video about how to create custom codes and where you can put them. So where you're going to put custom codes is you're going to put them in your Craigslist posts, because Craigslist doesn't allow you to create links. I put them in my Instagram posts because it's very hard to put a link in Instagram post. But you can ask somebody to text home to a number in Instagram. You can put it on printed materials. You can create sign writers. So there's a variety of ways you can use your custom text codes, and I did make a video how to do that. Okay, so I will make sure after we're finished with this that I post that video again so you can see it. All right, so I answered the smart number question a little bit. You can also get your own smart number that's just for you, that is a local number. It costs right now, as it costs $25 extra a month to do that. If you feel that's necessary for you, great. I personally don't, but you do whatever's good for your marketing and how you work. And what else do I want to tell you about that? I think they're coming out with a discount for EXP agents to do it, but I don't know that it's available yet. If somebody knows it's available, go ahead and tell us now or put it in the chat.
Sylvia?
Yes.
Can you repeat one more time? I'm sorry, I missed it. What costs $25 extra?
So we have this smart number, and this smart number is a shared number with the people in your area, whether you're on a team or not. So if you wanted your very own smart number that had your area code on it, that only you would get those leads and you wouldn't have to worry about text codes, or you could use to market that number for people to call you and not worry about sharing with it, that's the smart number you could buy separately for $25 a month.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. They are looking at giving us a discount of some sort, but I don't know if it's available yet. Okay?
Sylvia?
Yes.
Can you ask everybody to mute themselves? We're getting a lot of feedback.
Okay, I'm looking through. I'm going to make sure everybody is muted. There's Peter. If you have not muted yourself, can you please make sure you do? I'm going to go through and see who else is not muted. Thank you for bringing that up. I didn't realize that was. Is that better, you guys? Type in the chat if it's better.
Why does she come outside?
Oh, there's somebody. I hear somebody. I hear somebody talking and I don't know how to mute you. Somebody mute yourself. Somebody with a child. It's very cute, I'm sure, but okay. I think I did it. Okay. Hopefully that's better, you guys. Okay. So we're going to go back now to posting squeeze pages, okay? And I had said, you know, one place you can post squeeze pages is your Facebook profile. That's where I do it. I do it in a lot of places, but that's one in particular. So we're going to start with that today. Let's see. Okay, this is the one that generated 20 leads yesterday. I don't know why, but it did. I created a squeeze page and I posted it on my business page. And I just said, if you like it, then you should put an offer on it. Open house today, 1 to 3 in Woodland, Michigan. And here it is. And people that I don't know clicked on this, and I have a lead now, a buyer lead. And I've also gotten some text messages from some of them saying, I'm really interested in seeing this house. And I got some showings set up. So who knew, but it can work. So the other thing I did besides posting this on my on my business page is I shared it. So once it was posted here, then I clicked share. And sorry, it's slow. It's moving very slowly. I clicked share and I clicked on sharing my own timeline. So this is going to my very personal page, and then I just reposted it. So I'm going to do this again right now. I have, okay, a lot of people seem to be interested in this home home in Woodland. It's priced to sell. Check it out. Check it out. Okay.
Quick question, Sylvia.
Yes.
Have you had any issues with Facebook kicking you back because you've put something on your business page and then shared it to your personal page?
Never.
One of the trainings I sat through last week, they said that was a no-go for Facebook, and that they didn't, like, they really filter that out when that starts to happen, and that they've had Facebook pages shut down because of it. I just wonder if you've ever.
That is really strange. I have never, ever, ever, ever had that happen. And I have a lot of personal business pages that I share from, as you can see. These are just some of them. And I've never had that happen.
Okay, yeah, I had another business page before the real estate thing, and I never had an issue with it either, but I can't even remember which class, but they just said don't do it, and so then I just.
Well, they're wrong. Just do it.
Perfect.
That's what I say. Just do it. I mean, okay, so what if Facebook does something? Okay, just let Facebook do it, but don't let it hold you back from trying.
Okay.
But I've never had that happen, so maybe, I don't know what they were talking about, but anyway. So now that I've showed you what you can do with it and where you can post it, I'm going to show you how to actually do a squeeze page. Doesn't that sound good? Okay. So we're back in kVcore dashboard. And I just want to see if anybody has any questions here that I missed. 27 new messages. Holy cow. Okay. Let me see what these say really quick. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so somebody uses circle pics to post on Facebook. Okay. I hope that does something for you. I personally hate paying anybody to do that stuff for me, but if it's generating good content for you, great. Somebody said they have a business page but barely started with it. Hamid said he's had no leads in 3 years. Okay, we're going to change that. Okay. Can those home keeper posts go to Facebook? Yes, John. We'll get more into that another day. You can do it manually, or you could use this program called Zapier. and it'll automatically do it. But I think it's better if you do it yourself, because it's better for you to make a personal comment about what you're posting instead of just posting stuff. If you make a personal, maybe humorous, humanized comment on something regarding what you're posting, you're going to get more traction on it. So I feel like it's better to do it more organically and genuinely. What else? Are you saying you do not get a shared number? You do, Diana, you do get a shared number, but a smart number. And somebody was asking about Ring Central too. I don't have time to go into that right now, but it's different. Your Ring Central number is your EXP 1-800 number, an extension assigned to you by EXP that a lot of people don't use, but I think some people do use it and they get great use out of it. Let's see. Yes, you can use the personal smart number for texting. Yes. Okay, smart number, how's it right? David Elwood. If it's the same smart number, how does it route back specifically to us? I'm not sure I'm going to answer this question, but basically it has to do with text codes. I only use that smart number right now when I am promoting a text code that I want people to text so that I can get their information and they'll get sent back a link from me automatically. Now the link can be anything I choose. It can be any URL I choose. It could be a YouTube video. It could be an MLS listing that's in my kVcore. It could be a squeeze page. Let's see. Sharing is always a good thing. If you post directly, that's not okay. I think I'm talking about, okay. Hi, Sylvia. Just want to reinforce what you're saying about squeeze pages. This is Connie and Bill. He posted 40 different custom squeeze pages about what my home is worth, and he received 135 leads from Facebook. 33 were good because, okay, I want to say something though, Bill, about that. You said only 33 of those leads were good because they didn't leave their email address. That is not true. If you have an address, that is a good lead. And here's why. I'm going to show you this right now. Okay. I hope everybody's still with me. If you're still with me, tell me that you, okay, John, we'll see you next time. I'll keep recording, you guys. I'm going way over than I meant to, but I'm going to keep recording because I still haven't gotten to how to do a squeeze page yet. So I'm going to stick with it. But what I want to tell you before I show you how to do a squeeze page, what I want to show you, I want to speak to what Connie and Bill said. He said he generated 135 leads when he posted a find your home value squeeze page. What he had done is there is a squeeze page you can create where people can enter in their address and it will come back and show them what their home value is. It's a great way to generate leads. But he's telling me because he only got 33 emails that he only has 33 good leads. And I want to tell you why you actually have 135 good leads. So I'm going to go to my Smart CRM. So last June, I posted on the Nextdoor app, that's a training for another day, the seller squeeze page. Okay. And I generated about 150 leads in a couple of days. Now, some of them were like duplicates. And so it whittled down to about 98 leads, but I'm going to show you. So I'm typing in the hashtag Nextdoor because it's going to show me all those specific leads. So here's all these leads, right? And they all came in from that effort. And then what I did, I let it sit there. I didn't do anything with them, okay? I did not do anything with them. And in December, I decided, and somebody else is talking, I don't know how to mute you. Okay. In December, I finally decided to do something with all these leads because I had numbers for some of them, I had emails for some of them, or I had just an address for some of them. What I did is I went to their address, and then in RPR, I looked them up, and 15%, so let's say you got 100 leads, 15 of those leads were had just sold, were currently active listings, or were pending listings. So I had lost all that business. Now I still have business in there, but I'm just saying those were good leads. Even though I didn't have emails for them, I had addresses. So I could have written them a personal note, okay? I'm just saying. I could have gone and knocked on the door. They're good leads. Okay, so ready? We're gonna create a squeeze page. Here's how you do it. You go to Lead Engine. I hope everybody's still with me. This is the fast part. This is the easy part, okay? So we are going to Lead Engine. I'm gonna go to IDX squeeze page. And again, where I'm at is Lead Engine, okay? You select a domain, obviously you're going to select yours because that's the only one you get. Some of you are asking a lot of questions, and I'm gonna answer at the end any other questions because I don't wanna get sidetracked again. You click Start Building. Okay. All right. So there's 3 different types of squeeze pages that you could create. Multi-property squeeze page, in which maybe I'm going to list all of the open houses this week, or all of the just listed properties, or any waterfront property, or whatever, okay? Or maybe all the homes in my area that are under $200,000. So that's one way I might do it. Another one might be a single property website. And this is the one where I got all those leads. And I like single property websites. I think single property and seller squeeze for me work the best, get me the most leads. Single property can be, you can post your own listing, you can post another person's listing, as long as in that post you say who the broker was that listed it, you're good in Michigan anyway. So check your own advertising laws. But you could ask another EXP agent in your area, hey, can I promote your listing? And I'm sure they're gonna be fine with it. Who does not want their listing promoted? Everybody wants their listing promoted. And then there's seller squeeze. So what I'm gonna show you today is how to do the seller squeeze page, okay? All right, so the first thing you're gonna do, seller squeeze is for people to get their home values, okay? So I'm going to put the source, and for right now I'm gonna do Facebook, and I'm gonna do my Facebook biz page. So Facebook biz, meaning I'm gonna be posting this to my business page. Hashtag, I'm gonna call this potential sellers. So when a new lead clicks on this and they put in their address, the hashtag that goes into my CRM, into my smart CRM, will be called a potential seller, and I know they will be coming from my Facebook business page. I live in Grand Rapids, so that is my area, city of Grand Rapids. Use listings from search results, great. And then generate the link. I don't know what that yellow stuff is. Anyway, okay, all right. So you notice there's 2 links here, okay? This is just the shortened version of this. So I am just gonna copy this. Now I can click on copy to clipboard, or I can click on, and I have a Mac, I'm just gonna do Command C and that copies it. What you need to know is once you leave this page, this is forever gone. You can't get back to this. So if you want to save this squeeze page because you don't want to recreate it again, then just save the link. You can save this link. You can copy this link and save it to an Excel spreadsheet. You can save it to a notes page. You can save it to a digital document. and then just name it that this is the Facebook business page source with a hashtag of potential seller and in Grand Rapids, and here's the link. So save that link somewhere. You can also bookmark it. So let's see what it looks like. So again, that was the shortened version. This is the long version. This is what it looks like. So that's what the page actually looks like. And then it says the average price in the city of Grand Rapids is $221,000, which is about right in our area. And then you can enter an address. Now I'm going to just enter my address. And then I hit get value estimate. Now, I think because I'm already been on here, it knows who I am. It's not asking me to enter my email address, okay? Because I'm already in the system. If I was not in this person's system, I'm logged in as myself, you guys. I have my own separate, for my Gmail account, my Sylvia Dana at gmail.com, I'm logged in as. So I'm listed as a client here. So it's showing me my estimated value of this home is between 118 and 139. It also says it's an automated starting point, not your home's true value. Let's do an in-person valuation. Great, great, great. So and from here they can call you, chat with you, email you. Now, what you need to know is if I weren't already in the system, it would come up and ask me for my email address and possibly phone number if wasn't already in the system. And what happens to a lot of people is they just get out. They're like, you know what? I don't want to give my email address, so I'm out. And so they never get the value, so they never see the value. But you still have their address. That is still a lead. You can write them a letter. You can print out what their property value is from Realtor's Property Resource, RPR. You could stop over at their house. You got a lead. I don't care. You have a good lead. Okay. So that's what happens. Now, what also happens, what I've noticed is a lot of people will do that, but then they'll decide, no, I can, it's okay. I'm going to go, I want to see what my value is. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put in my email address. So you'll get a lot of duplicates that way. You'll get one lead that's just an address, and then you get another lead that's the same address with an email. So you just kind of have to clean that up. So basically, what I can do is I can bookmark this page or just save that short link. And I have a variety of places I might save my short link. Again, you can do it in an Excel spreadsheet. You can do it in a notes file, or you can just keep recreating links. It doesn't matter, but it's unique. And now that link is forever gone because I got off of that page. It's just something to know. Okay, so once I have that link, now I can post that link to all the places I want to post. And so we're going to go back to my Facebook page because I want to finish this. We're going to go back to my business page, and then I'm going to answer the questions, okay? And then we'll get off of here. But, oops, sorry. Okay. So here I'm going to write a post. I hope you can all see this. Now I learned, so you guys see this picture? This is the picture it gives you. It's a dumb picture. There is a way to put your own custom picture there. I don't care. I'm not going to put, I don't need to do that. Nobody cares. Only you care. Some people care. If you really care, I'll show you, if somebody messages me, I'll show you, direct you to a training that shows you how to do that if you don't like this picture. But it works for me, I don't care. So I put in the link and it's generated the preview, which is great. And you guys, I hope you know who Jonathan Dupree is. Jonathan Dupree is an amazing person. I call him my EXP boyfriend. I mean, he's happily married and lives somewhere else, but it's just a little joke. He's my EXP boyfriend because I respect him and like him so much. And, but he taught me this. Ready? I hope some of you see it. He says this. I'm just going to use his verbiage. A lot of my friends ask me about the value of their home, sorry. A lot of my friends ask me about the value of your home. So I created this handy tool. Simply click on the link below and enter your email address. And this is my own little language, and voila. No, and Presto. I'll say Presto. Enjoy and let me know if you have questions, okay? Then I'm gonna take this little link out because I don't need it. It's already previewed. And then I'm going to post it. Watch the magic. I'm gonna publish it, okay? Now it's there. Now I only have, you guys, I don't have a ton of followers either. How many do I have? I only have 267. That's not a ton, but you know what I do have a ton of? Oh, this is not showing up. That's okay, I don't care. What I do have a ton of is I have a ton of Facebook friends. So I'm gonna share this to my personal profile right now. And I'm just gonna post it. So now the same thing is posted to my personal profile. Let's go look at it. Sure, I'm gonna mute you, okay. I don't know, I think this is just my computer. It's not generating, but it's there. It's gonna be there. I'm not worried about that picture. So anyway, so that's what you do, guys. That's just a simple how to build a squeeze page. And I wanted to make sure I gave you that in this overview. But what I will do right now is answer some questions. So if you have any questions now, go ahead and ask. And then I will try to answer everybody's questions. And then we will end this training. Okay. So some people had to go because they had to leave, and they'll look at the video at the end to see how they do the squeeze page. Okay. Can you use a squeeze page for other agents listing to interest buyers? Okay, Delilah. Yes, I would feel absolutely free to, number one, ask the EXP agents in your local area if it's okay that you promote their listing, and then you create your own squeeze page from your website, from your kVcore dashboard. You create your own squeeze page for that listing so that you can generate leads for yourself, but you're also promoting that person's property. Now in Michigan, I can promote anybody's listing as long as in the post, so on Facebook, let's say, or even Craigslist, I can post a property and promote it, and just as long as I say in the post, this listing, this property is listed by Remax Sunquest of Grand Rapids, or this property was listed by Keller Williams North in Grand Rapids, just so that I'm saying who the broker is. So, and then what I also say, if it's somebody else's listing, you know, this is listed by so-and-so, but I am happy to show it to you. Call me to show you this property, okay? All right, leads certainly haven't been a problem for me. Good, Christine, will you talk a little bit about what you recommend doing once you receive a lead? Oh, Christine, yes. I do want to answer this, and I'm going to answer this quickly, but I'm also going to post something in our dum-dums about this. Converting the leads and doing something with them is probably the biggest challenge once you've got this part figured out. The best thing to do is if you have their phone number, pick up the phone and call them right away, or text them. Usually picking up the phone is better because they know it's not an automated thing. When you text them, they think it's automated and they tend to ignore it. Email them. If you have their address, write them a personal note. Those are all the things I would suggest to do right away, and then put them on a drip campaign if you have their email or text, so that you can be contacting them. If any of you went to Glenn Sanford's training he did a couple weeks ago on buyer tours, he took that to a whole nother level. And I loved that. I did post about it in our EXP Dum-Dums group that he did this presentation. It was really cool. But anyway, how is a single property squeeze page different than sharing a property listing to Facebook? Well, good question, Christine. When you post just the property listing from your kVcore webpage, when people go to it, as long as you have your website set up so people have to register, you're still going to get the lead. But with the squeeze page, you have written out what source it is. So you know I posted this particular page to my Facebook business page, and you assigned it a hashtag so that when you get that lead from your Facebook business page, they will automatically be assigned to whatever hashtag you want to assign them to. So as you saw, I did Facebook business, and then I put potential buyer or potential seller. So they're already organized. I know where those leads came from, and I can manage those leads better. Okay.
Can I ask real quick about the phone call, just so I know what to expect when I first call do they normally freak out that all of a sudden you're calling them when they just put their phone number in?
Not at all. I've never had anybody freak out. They're like, oh yeah, I'm like, hey, you registered on my website. You were looking at such and such a property. I'm a local realtor, and I noticed that you did this. Is there anything I can help you with? And then they'll just start talking. They'll say, yeah, we saw this house and we wondered, how much it was. Oh, well, it's this much. Is that the price range you're looking at? Oh, you are? Okay. What's your price range? Okay, great. Are you working with another realtor right now? Is anybody helping you? No. Okay, great. I can help you. I'm happy to help you. Do you have a lender? Oh, you know what? That is something I can help you with too. When can we meet? Can we meet for coffee tomorrow for 15 minutes? Or can we meet on a Zoom meeting? Or can we do a conference call with you and your husband? Here, or what's your email? I'm going to send you this email, my intro video, and we're going to get started. Whatever you got to do, to do a follow-up. I've never had any, people love it. And if they don't want to answer the phone, guess what? They don't answer the phone. It's kind of simple. Nobody freaks out because they know they put in their phone number into the website. They know they put their email in there, so they don't freak out. They're expecting you to call. I hope that answers your question.
Definitely, thank you.
Ahmed said, does a squeeze page provide the name as well as the address? I don't know what you mean. So the squeeze page is the actual, when they click on it, it's going to go to it's going to show me as the listing agent, or it's going to show me as the showing agent, or, so it's going to show my name once they click on the link, and the address. I hope that's what you're asking. Oh, Kim, this is one of the best trainings ever. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad, Kim. Try it out. I'm excited to see what happens. Debbie, can you give me a clue where to start to change the city on kVcore? I'm not sure I know what you mean. You mean when you're creating squeeze page and you write the area of where you want to show, or is it, do you mean like all the cities that you serve? Is that what you're talking about? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Debbie. Okay, actually, I'm still here, Patricia. The photo is available to be seen on your Facebook biz page. Okay, awesome. Can you please add the verbiage? Oh, verbiage. Yeah, Dano asked for the verbiage in the chat. I also want to tell you, if you want to go to my Facebook business page, that might be easier. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to put my Facebook business page so you can check it out there, okay? Then you can read the verbiage there, okay? Oh, Debbie, to put your marketplace, I work in areas served. That's going to be for another time. Okay, Debbie, I'm going to write that down, and I'll see if I can post something simple soon so you can get to work on that right away. Market areas served, kVcore. Okay, I will put that in there. Mary, this is our first session, and yes, we're going to do it every Sunday. Right now, every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Joseph, as an EXP agent, do we get access to HomeKeeper? No, Joseph, you that is free. I don't know if you're still here, Joseph, with us, but that is free to EXP agents. I hope that you go into the document. If you go to our EXP for Dum Dums group and you search in the group and type in Homekeeper, and Homekeeper is spelled exactly the way you spelled it, so you know how to spell it. The post about how to access that will come up. Debbie, I listened to Glenn's training, but you have to, so Debbie, really all he was doing is if he got a buyer lead and he was trying to work with them and he saw the type of property they were looking at, he would go so far as to do a showing and video a property, either the one they looked, one very similar, and he would video it or take pictures of it. I would video it. He would take pictures of it. And then he would text them or email them his pictures or video and say, hey, I went to see this property you might be interested in today. Tell me what you think of it. And that's what he did. And he said he would get like 3 deals a month from doing that and converting buyer leads he generated online by doing that next step. Let's see. I guess that's okay.
Is a video like that best to just share with the one person that asked about that property, or like, right? Is it?
I mean, I think you could put it right on YouTube and share the YouTube link with them, but then it's everywhere too. You can share it with everybody. Like, look, I saw this property today. Check it out. What do you guys think? You know?
Is that kind of against realtor rules? Like, right. I'm kind of pointing out the goods and the bads about a property that somebody else is listing, or?
Well, no. I mean, you know, you're going to be respectful of that listing. You're going to be super respectful of that listing, just like you would if you're taking a, you know, if you're doing an open house. Let me give you an example. I have a partner that I work with a lot, and she's got a mentee, and the mentee went with her to an open house that's one of her listings, my partner's listings, and the mentee was kind of helping out. And the house needs a lot of work. The house needs some work. And it's obvious that it needs some work, but it's a good house. It just needs some updates. And so the mentee was saying, you know, she was trying to break the ice when people came in. And she was like, welcome to the yuckiness. Oops, you're not going to do that because, you know, somebody's going to say, well, gosh, if this was my house, would you say that? So, I mean, she had to say, hey, you know, she had to kind of coach her a little bit. So, you know, you would say, hey, okay, this might be a fixer-upper. Okay, there's some updates we could do in this house. So you're going to be positive because you want to present yourself in the most positive way, and you want your possible selling clients to know how you might show their house. And I mean, you don't have to point out goods and bads, really. You could say, well, you know, this closet might be smaller than some people like, but see, I wouldn't do that. I don't care if I'm showing it to the king of the world. He can decide whether that closet's big enough for him or not. Okay. It's not, I don't know. I guess your question, I don't know how I wouldn't worry about it. I would say, look how great this house is. I'm a salesperson. I'm going to sell ice to an Eskimo. So I wouldn't worry about it.
I had watched that session with Glendon. He was saying he points out like all the bad, like here's a spot in the carpet and here's this dirt.
Oh, he was doing that? Well, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I didn't know about that part.
You know, I'm such a positive person. I'm just like, look, it's great, isn't it? It's fantastic. I mean, and especially you're only going to, if you know, now I guess if you're doing that and you know this buyer and it's more just directly a message to them and you know what they're looking for, of course, you're going to, hey, this closet is smaller than you said you wanted the closet to be. So, you know, but if you're just going to put it out there for all to see, I guess you'd be a little more positive. Somebody asked, Peterson asked, how many squeeze pages can you create? Peter, Peterson, you can create as many squeeze pages as your little heart desires. Okay. Let's see. I guess that's it. Okay, you guys, I am going to end. but I've got some things to follow up with. Somebody asked about a domain name, more about smart numbers. We got to go over how to change your market areas that you serve, and the Homekeeper app, how to access that. I'm going to do a quick follow-up in our group, so look for it. And I hope this was helpful. I will post a video, and we'll do it again next Sunday. We might continue with our kVcore discussion, or maybe focus on Facebook business pages. I'd like your feedback on that. And have a great rest of your night.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you. You're welcome, Noel. Noel. Is it Noel? Who said that?
That was
Noel.
Jim.
Hi, Jim. You're welcome. Have a great night.
You too.
Thank you, Sylvia.
It was great.
Appreciate it.
Welcome. Connie and Bill's keep their squeeze pages on Excel sheet. Awesome. Noel, just like Christmas. Okay.
Is there a reason to keep a list of your squeeze pages?
You know, that's a great question. The only reason you want to keep a list of your squeeze pages is so you don't have to go and recreate them again. So for example, that squeeze page I just made for the, that I'm going to paste that seller squeeze page for people to get their home value. I'm going to paste that on my Facebook business page. I might want to do that again and again later on over time, every month maybe I'll post that there. And it's just, now I don't have to go and recreate that same code and, source and hashtag and create like a new link every time. I just already have one made that's there forever.
They're just so fast to make. Like I've been making them like crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, they're super easy to make. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Just click follow the Dum. Okay, good, Joseph. Glad you followed the Dum Dum Workplace group. Anybody else? Okay. You guys have a great night.